the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Had it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, bitch, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. And off we go from Las Vegas. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A first down carry for Henry. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep it with Henry on first down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They run wide side with Henry. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know, those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job here of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to work. Nice. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 93 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill on 3rd down. Makes the connection with his running back, Derrick Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, 33 yards. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 7-7, our score after one. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cook up the gut. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Henry up the middle, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Cousins now from the 50. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Henry. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Inside handoff, Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Austin Hooper, 66 yards. And the Titans are back within a couple of the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. From the 22, Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Tannehill into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and the ball comes out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Cook, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Cook again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From his goal line here, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes.
And he will score.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in, it's a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snoop. It up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior. Ain't none
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play fake, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Steps away to his left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Mahomes.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
From the 38, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do, and you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To the air again, it's Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Touchdown, Vikings!
K.J. Osborne
from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
2nd and 16.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First down, here's Cousins.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
A first down throw for Cousins. Dancing to his left.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Cousins now. And this is Cook with a grab. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's second.